But like you've left banking, which is a career.
Yeah.
Is this a career, or is it a thing that you'll do?
Like a project.
Yeah, basically is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Full house tonight, isn't it?
Isn't it? Christening the new spot tonight.
Congrats,
Not
guys.
like that.
Start again.
Welcome
No.
to the ride companion, JONO DEAKS.
Thank you.
How's everyone's energy levels right now?
We've had a big day on the hill, haven't we?
We
Huge.
have been amongst it. Huh?
Yeah, I'm lethargic.
Are you lethargic?
I'd say I'm lethargic. Yeah, it's been a big couple of days.
How much lethargy do we have? Jono, are you lethargic?
What's lethargy?
How tired are you? Are you fatigued?
Spell it.
Fatigued.
Lethargy.
Oh yeah, I get it now. Yeah, fairly. Yeah.
Have you watched that
No, I'm
guy?
alright. I'm alright. Fairly fired
Yeah?
up. I like a podcast.
Have you seen that guy on YouTube? I think he's called Emmanuel, or just those silly, like, simple questions to people?
Yeah, I have. And then he
Yeah,
stares
yeah,
down the
he's
camera
good,
lens.
isn't he?
He's
Yeah,
like,
he's good. So
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
And you sort of chuckle along. I do anyway. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't actually know that, but it's still funny watching this person squirm. And yeah.
it's because you're on the
Knows his
spot.
stuff.
Yeah.
He does good ones.
He does do good ones.
Almost the simple ones the most. Like if you ask 10 people a really simple one, it's going to catch someone out, even if they really should or do know the answer. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's almost too easy.
I get caught out by a lot of them, but still sit there like
Yeah.
silly person.
Right.
He's so dumb.
I don't know it, but he doesn't know it.
But yeah, I'm lethargic, man. It's been a long day.
Feel
Well,
right.
how many
Should we
people can
talk-
spell now? You just asking me how to spell.
Oh, someone told me about this. A lot of the apps now, if you're like writing a message on Snapchat,
Yeah.
which I don't use, but if you're not sure on the word, you just quickly press a button and it records your voice. So you'll like, be like, I'm heading up to the quickly record
Xylophone.
steeple at the church, and then it'll write the word steeple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Mississippi.
What steeple did I say? there?
I don't know.
It's the
you,
one
isn't
word
it?
that you've always really struggled with, steeple.
Steeple.
Yeah.
And it's been a shame, but now that you've got Snapchat, you can just sort it out whenever it happens.
You're right.
Your steeple
Yeah.
chase experience.
There's a lot of
isn't
lethargy
there?
with steeples, isn't it?
There is, yeah. Yeah, there is.
Are you good at spelling?
Smelling.
Smelling, yeah.
You are good at
yeah.
smelling.
Yeah, I
Good
at
smell
smelling.
quite nice, and I'm actually not bad at spelling.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I'm not bad at spelling.
I think I'm pretty good at spelling.
Yeah, nice.
I'm not sure, but I think I am. I'm a lot better now because it used to be text talk, didn't it? And then you didn't actually know what the words were.
Mm.
You know, everything would be like
Kids don't do that
short
at
and-
all anymore, do
Do they
they?
not?
The old kids, yeah.
What, were you button bash one button for the letter?
No,
Yeah.
it'd be like before,
It was
B and then
slow
4.
work, wasn't it?
Like
Yeah.
because would be BCUZ.
Yeah.
Because like something like that. You don't really do it anymore, do you?
WBS, right back
No
soon.
need.
I
My
remember
dad's
doing
a-
that. Right back soon
Or
at the
put
end of the
TB at the
For
end.
text back.
Text back.
It's quite an annoying thing to request,
for
isn't it?
a
Well, it's
text
begging.
message.
Oh yeah,
Text back.
TB.
Yeah,
Text
because we
back.
couldn't afford text
TBX,
messages.
text
It's like,
back.
oh, text back.
And then you fit as many X's in as possible.
Yeah.
We're probably showing our age now for the younger audience. As we found out today with Carenza, we realised that we are all quite old.
Well, only because she calls us middle-aged.
She knows what she's doing. Where have we been? What have we been doing?
Go on.
Can you take this one, Deaks?
Okay, so
I need to say
saying
something.
no, wait.
We went for a lovely dinner and we ate loads of burgers and garlic bread, but I've ordered a Domino's and it's round the corner. So I might have to dip off at some point.
Really? Yeah, we're having more.
Wait, so that's hang on.
Well, I wanted-
Burger, fries, garlic bread,
Yeah.
and the Domino's.
Couple of
Yeah.
pints.
And on the way down, you stopped at.
I don't want to play this game.
And you have to spell it.
But
Come
you're
on.
still good at CrossFit, though, Jono, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You still do a high rocks or high drops, whatever.
Yeah, good on you,
the
man.
Mac is
Bulking
called.
phase.
Mm,
Is it?
yeah.
No.
Started in
No.
20...
What, the bonking phase?
bonking phase. Yeah, I was late. Yeah.
Late to the
Yeah.
bonking
I was a
phase.
lockdown bonker.
Review yourself and I.
Moved home. Yeah.
The lockdown bonker.
That's a new podcast right there.
Yeah.
Good band name.
Yeah.
I'll get it on a race jersey.
Lockdown Bonkers.
Lockdown bonkers.
Oh wow.
What out of interest, what Domino's did you order, and can you spell it?
Pepperoni passion, more passion, and Texas barbecue.
Nice.
They're not just for me.
Two
I
Domino's.
Well, I wanted everyone to relax.
Oh, that's
Get
nice,
in there.
dude. That's cool, man.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is actually really nice.
So
I think he's
you know
outside.
if you want to slide.
It was like the present from you to the studio, wasn't it?
I think
New
I heard a
studio
door.
and you-
I think it.
Thing is this place actually got an address?
No, I
literally
wrote
just
in
put-
capitals the place that the name is, and then call me.
Amazing. Maybe it's not then. There was a door there outside, weren't there?
If someone emails you and there's spelling mistakes, do you get angry? I do.
Angry.
Not
Or are
angry,
you, like,
angry, but I just get a
judgmental?
bit. Yeah, I can't help it. If there's like a misuse of there or there or there, or your or your or your, I'm a bit like, come on, just click on the
Hasn't played
wiggly.
again.
Just click
What
on the wiggly
about
red thing.
you must get it all the time, Ollie, with people spelling it in loads of different
No,
ways.
I couldn't care
Do you-
less.
Oh really? Don't
Okay,
get
because
that.
there's OLI, OLLY, and OLLIE, and I actually don't mind at all. Call me Polly if you want.
Or oily,
Oily.
Oily could be a problem
Oily, Ollie.
in certain situations.
especially if it's followed by Ollie.
Yeah, oily. Yeah.
Or
That's
the
not a
lockdown
mistake.
bunker.
It's not a mistake. It's an adjective.
Oh dear.
What's everyone's like nicknames been over the years? Did anyone have
Oh,
a bad
man.
school one?
Yeah, I had a bad one at school. Well, not bad, but I got Dolph, short for dolphin, when I was really young. I jumped in a swimming pool. My dad took me swimming, and I think I was like 3, 4, 5, around that, like real young.
Or-
and he
Sorry, that's a seal.
yeah,
That was a seal, yeah.
Yeah, that was a seal.
How do you spell it? How do you spell seal?
So what were you called?
Dolph, DOLPH. And yeah, again, my dad took me swimming. He was getting changed, whatever. I ran out, jumped in the swimming pool, into the deep end, got rescued, and then from then he started calling me Dolph.
It was from him.
From my dad.
He gave you the nickname.
Yeah.
But oh right.
That's quite
Yeah.
nice. I think that's quite a
Yeah,
nice
but it
way to
proper
get it.
like stuck with me. As it like no one, a lot of people through school didn't know my name. Like
Just
I was
Dolph.
Dolph,
Just
yeah.
Dolph.
Teachers, everything, Dolph. And I still bump into people now that I've not seen from school, and they'll be like, "Hey, Dolph," and you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
That was a
20
deep
years,
end.
but yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah, it's a weird one. Dolph, short for dolphin.
I said it's not like it wasn't like you weren't being picked on with it. It was just.
No.
It sounds quite cool, doesn't it?
Dolph.
I don't know.
I had a mate called Pecker.
I'm a
Called
bit
what,
sick of
sorry?
it.
Pecker.
Pecker.
So this is a mate because he used to peck his nose in other people's business, and his dad named him that, and obviously it's stuck for so many years. People are like in their 40s, like, "Right, Pex, how's it going?" And everyone's like, "Why? He's got a small cock or what?" And no, all because he was a 5-year-old.
'Cause he was
used
nosy?
Nosy, yeah.
He was nosy when he was 5. I mean,
That's the point,
Wow.
isn't it?
that's kind of a 5-year-old kind of thing to be, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
nosy.
but you don't expect when you name your kid Pecker at that age
Yeah.
that it would stick
Yeah, it's
35
true.
years later.
Yeah.
But as a 5-year-old, you're still learning about the world, aren't you? And
Yeah.
asking questions.
It's probably good you're nosy.
What's that? Don't be so. Don't be nosy. It's none of your business.
Do you have one?
Pecker.
Go to your room, Pecker.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Yeah, my nickname, and it still sticks now, is actually Matt. No. Nah. What would mine
Rascal.
be? Rascal.
Yeah, the Rascal. Why are you called the Rascal?
You were the Rascal.
Yeah. The boxing name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Boxing
late,
nickname?
though.
Why did you do boxing for a bit?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, so don't mess with him.
Did
you know?
he?
Yeah, yeah.
box-
He's happy-go-lucky, fun guy, super funny. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
What was your injury, Jono? Didn't you have an injury box then?
Yeah, I broke my jaw.
You broke your jaw, or someone else broke your jaw?
Someone else broke it.
You should have seen him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Laughing.
I liked it. Hell of a sport.
You think?
Yeah.
For what? Like, did you do any actual fights? Like a
Yeah.
real fight?
Only a couple, but then it's the training and stuff, and like how
Discipline.
into it you get when you spar, and it's like how attentive you become, and also how quickly you get conditioned to not be knackered, because so much of
Yeah.
it is like fear makes you tense up and you get
Yeah.
exhausted, gassed out really fast. Deak's done a bit. You'll know.
What did you do? 3 2-minute rounds? I can't remember. Probably 30
or
seconds.
3-3.
into the
Don't
first
remember the
round or
second
whatever.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd probably
Jaw
be 3
was
by 2.
dislocated.
I tripped up on the walkout and broke my jaw. No.
The walk-in, that was too
What
bad.
music do you have for your walkout?
Oh, that's a
I
great
had
one.
filthy stuff. It was what was it called?
Cat.
No, it was like Rocky, like,
How was it? Yeah.
but then mixed into drum and bass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah.
You had walkout music. You actually took a fight.
Yeah,
There's
didn't
video
know that.
evidence of it, isn't there?
yeah.
No way.
No, it was
go.
fun.
What was the organisation called?
The Clown Society.
It wasn't
I
the
think.
blue. Was it like blue collar boxing? Was it like one of those things?
Why?
Clown Society.
No, it was sick.
Please.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Don't bother saying it, mate. It won't entertain everyone
Yeah.
else.
Me and Deaks have had many about, haven't we?
We
Yeah.
had one on the DMR shoot, didn't we?
Yeah, got
And-
really heated.
And Milky was
You
like,
guys were
right,
like,
stop it. Stop
yeah,
it.
Milky hated it. You walked away.
What was
Remember
it? We had a
people were like,
glove
"It's
each.
just gone too far.
We had a glove each.
Glove
and it was
each.
like, right, I'm
I
knocking
don't
him
remember
out.
it. When was that?
Yeah, it was huge. Maybe you
At
went
Wind
there.
Hill.
And we were literally like
You and
glove
Bren
each.
would have been there.
And whoever had the...
Oh
you
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
Your southpaw.
Because I'm a lefty, yeah.
Yeah, so we had literally a haymaker each.
We had her like
and
strong
we
arm.
just carried on. It was awful.
Who was that? Who was that bloke at the Malverns? Jono.
Oh, yeah.
You had a big bout with the. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And
Oh,
the
the
medic
concussion
from
doctor.
Crankworks.
Yes. How ironic.
Ewan.
Yeah.
Ewan or whatever.
At the Malverns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
were
guys
on
had a
heat.
big
Kerfuffle.
kerfuffle,
Yeah, there
didn't
was,
you?
yeah. You were trying to show off, I think, back then. You
Yeah.
were trying to impress a few people. You won't
Well,
name any names.
We'll
but yeah.
that happens, doesn't it? I was young.
When was the last time you
Well,
had an
like-
actual fight, like away from being a boxer?
Away from being a box.
Wasn't
Just that word, fight.
I'm actually so soft. I just liked it.
God.
Don't know. Ages.
Yeah.
It's not cool, is it?
Not anymore.
No,
Yeah.
as soon as the question came out, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's true. It's a crap question. Crap topic.
No, it's
No,
not.
it
It's-
is. It's
But
a
you know,
crap
like you just
topic.
think about the reality of it. You're like, ugh.
You just think, who are you, Rory Pickering or whatever his name is?
Rory! Yeah.
Old Ronnie
Ronnie
Pickering.
Pickering.
I'd love to meet him.
Who's Roddy Pickering?
That'd
not
be a
seen that
podcast
video?
guest.
Yeah, it would.
Video's the best. Like the moped driver drives alongside and he's like, oh, you want some? You want to fight?
Oh, who wants some?
do you not
That
know
bloke.
what-
No,
No,
that's another one.
But he's like,
A lot of
Do you not
people
know
want
who I
some.
am?
do you know what? That's it. Do you know
who I am? Ronnie Pickering.
He goes, no.
and he's like, who? Ronnie Pickering. That.
We need to educate you, Ollie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You would have seen it 100%.
Yeah.
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 Right, the ground.
good.
Oh, here you are,
All
look.
good, mate.
Tonight's
This is
episode
ins- this is
sponsored by Jono.
And you're not teasing
We
me
nearly
now.
got to talk about what we're actually doing today.
Oh, yeah, we
Nearly.
did.
Pizzas.
Yeah, then the pizzas came.
Pizzas, fighting.
It's been a long
good.
day.
It's going to be a shame if they go cold, isn't it?
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
We can,
That's right, someone can talk and someone else can
Yeah.
be the feeder
Yeah.
or whatever.
should we talk about, just get it out of the way, what we did today? Because it was a good day.
Get it out of the way.
Why we're tired. Why there's lethargy.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea, isn't it? Yeah.
Tell us.
Actually, that was Deaks' job so long ago, and then we went on a
What?
tangent.
Well, it's because we went on about boxing and nicknames and God knows what else.
Wasn't
This is
it?
what-
It was
Yeah.
Deaks' job.
Okay,
Deaks, you're back
so
on.
today we went to Rogate Bike Park to reveal, or not reveal as the case may be, the new Melon Optics lens.
Yep. It's a photochromic lens.
Photochromic lens.
And the entire Melon range for the riding glasses is now going to be photochromic.
So really looking forward to this. Obviously, you can find way more in the description.
so everything's out now. We can give all details.
Yeah, well, what I guess, okay, what we've been doing today is we have filmed the pre-order video.
Pre-order video.
We've done at Rogate Bike Park. We've had a set of 3 challenges. We've made a video, and that video will be going live, depending on when you're listening to this, tomorrow.
Nice.
That doesn't make any sense because depending on when you're listening to this, do you know what I mean? But basically, we're releasing it tomorrow after this episode comes out.
Okay, nice,
And it's
yeah.
going to be either on the Melon YouTube channel or on the Ride Companion YouTube channel.
So we
don't
can
know.
actually talk about the details of the new lenses.
They're beer finders.
That's really good because so they're the Vantage lens. We can say all of this.
Yeah.
You can stop. Amazing. So they're photochromic, but the difference is right. They've got the Revo coating. So whereas before you would have limited options when it comes to a photochromic lens, now you've got like the options where they actually look mega cool. Which we've actually got them on the table here.
That is very true. I'll put a pair on.
Yeah, stick a pair on.
I'll stick a
So
pair on.
the amazing thing about these is that from the outside, I can't tell what light adjustment the lens
No.
is doing.
Of course. But these are quite light now compared to when we were riding today.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially in the trees, they've changed to be a little bit darker.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that is good because it means you only need one lens. Whereas before, you'd chop and change. You'd be like, I want a light lens. I want a dark lens.
You don't have to do anything.
You get fingerprints all in the lens.
Yep.
You drop it, it gets scratched.
Or as I found in one of the challenges, you try and put in the wrong lens.
For how long?
A long time.
A long
approximately 3 minutes.
That's a long time.
During a race.
It cost
Put
us
in
the win,
context,
Ollie.
it
It
did,
cost
it
us the
did.
win, mate. But
We lost because of it. You're quite right.
it's one of those
Yeah.
things, though.
So I guess the games today were we split up into teams of 2. It was Olly and Deaks versus
Obviously,
John.
Team Focus.
I can't look at you. Ollie.
Jono doesn't know what on earth's going on right now. For the audio listener, his mouth is literally
happy.
filled with the old pizza.
Oh dear. So yeah, it was Olly and Deaks versus me and Jono, and we did 3 challenges. Challenge 1 was
boy.
the challenge 1 was the lens
Oh,
change
that
race.
literally was right. Wow, it's so long ago.
Lens change race.
I'm just waiting for the. What flavour is this?
Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Have we?
Oh, he's coming in for the pepperoni.
Oh, you.
Got some.
Go on.
Right.
So
This
yeah,
is a mukbang
Challenge-
episode. This is a mukbang episode.
Mukbang. Spell
Jono
it.
eats. Jono versus
Mate.
pizza.
Jono, literally, how many calories were you on today? You're up there, aren't you? Oh,
No deficit.
No, don't eat it. I thought he was going to eat the microphone. Imagine you just get
Oh dear.
So our guests
Oh,
are
no.
temporarily unavailable. They're consumed by pizza.
Shout out Domino's.
Yeah, shout out Domino's. That'd be a
That'd be
mint sponsor, wouldn't it? We get fat.
Yeah, it gets super fat.
Helmet.
Cuz eat Domino's what?
Helmet.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant pizza. I was like, I don't know what to put on it. Don't know what to put on a cuzzy pizza. Pineapple. That's my pizza. Pineapple, pepperoni, an onion.
You like to put a pineapple on a pizza?
Yeah, I'm into
It's
it.
kind of semi-controversial, isn't it? Some people really don't like it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
into
delicious.
it. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I agree, yeah.
I agree.
Hawaiian?
Yeah, I like my own though. I like pepperoni and
Hawaiian.
pineapple.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you like, what's your favourite board game?
Twister?
No,
Is that one?
I wasn't even meant to change the subject. I was thinking about Domino's and like how it got its name and the fact that there is a game called Domino's. And then I rushed the answer because I'm desperate to get back to the next slice. But what is your favourite board game?
So you're trying to set off tangents that will allow you to eat as much pizza as physically possible. At least
I
you're honest
respect it,
about
dude.
it. Yeah.
I respect it and thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's bad when you sort of feel like you're the only one with the microphone near your face. And then otherwise it's just sort of rustles of other people eating pizza. Board games. I remember Mousetrap, yeah.
Do you know what? Some of the
So much
retro
plastic.
games are worth quite a lot of money now.
How do you
Really?
always know about this sort of thing?
Mate,
You just keep your eye out, don't you?
Lockdown, mate. Lockdown treated us a few things, and that is one of them.
What? Board games?
Were you
Yeah.
buying or selling?
Now selling, mate. I ain't buying that to keep more clutter in the house, that's for sure. Do you know what made me think of this? Is going back to the whole COVID episode and we were buying and selling,
Micro
not buying,
machines.
selling micro machines, yeah.
And I've got a few for sale.
Hey, you've
haven't I?
got a few,
And
you've got a lot.
Camelbacks.
And camelbacks, mouldy old camelbacks. Yeah.
Have micro machines gone up in value? Continue.
No, I don't know. I just sold the shares when I could, mate. That's it.
What is a micro machine?
Exactly. You're too young. That's your research. For
I mean,
any
a tiny little car, like a tiny car like that big.
I don't know why they were popular. Do you? It wasn't.
I mean,
It wasn't a TV
I
series, was
loved
it? It was
them.
just a toy.
It was like Hot Wheels, but then made even smaller, and I think they were maybe more affordable.
Yeah, maybe.
As well.
Well, they're from Woolies, yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a pick and mix, couple of micro machines.
I don't think that
Bounce
they
out
were
there.
entirely
No, they're in their own.
accurate. They're almost like Donkey Kong proportions. They weren't like exactly the
Oh,
car,
no,
were
no.
they? They were like, yeah.
I had the video game on SNES, maybe micro machines. That was pretty good. Got quite good at that. Yeah, that's an interesting fact
What's
about me.
SNES?
Super Nintendo and Jono, no, he's a gamer now.
Take a few.
Super Nintendo Entertainment. Thank you. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, I think. SNES.
SNES. Jono, maybe you can sort of talk to us about games a bit.
Hang on.
Busy.
How about we wrap up talking about today? So
yeah,
we-
let's wrap today up.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
quite
let's
right.
wrap
Yeah,
up.
we
Quite right.
literally didn't get even past the
Challenge
first
one.
No,
challenge.
stick to it.
Nah.
Right, so the first challenge took us in teams down that one downhill track called
Slippery Stones.
Slippery Stones. That would do. So a good fun track at Rogate. Obviously, we all found the Strava line. One of the team members had to change his lens, and the other teammate just rode to the bottom.
Don't give any spoilers away because people need to watch the video.
Of course.
Just
So,
wanted to just
yeah,
put that in there, just in case you forgot.
dramatic crashes,
Exactly.
madness.
I was the lens changer and I failed, but that's actually a spoiler. After just telling you not to spoil, I spoiled. But I did fail.
Is what it is. You tried.
It is what it is. I did try.
You gave it a shot.
Doug tried as
I
well.
failed as well, but not as hard. Challenge 2 we did was tag team challenge.
Yeah.
Tag,
Went on for hours, that one, didn't it?
did
We
it?
did so
Oh,
many
yeah, we did
laps.
loads of laps. Well, I
so
couldn't
many
catch you,
laps. And then you
Couldn't
finally
catch you.
got me. But let's not give any teasers away.
Yeah, no teasers. And then challenge 3 we did the. It weren't that long ago, and I can't remember a single thing. We did.
There's a
the
fun
beer
challenge.
finder.
Yeah, that's right.
Beer
There's a fun
finder.
one at the end.
Of course.
Yeah.
I should know that. I've got them on.
Exactly,
see
the old
it.
beer finders.
And they all kind of they all test the tint and the range of each glass,
Yeah.
of each lens.
Yep.
So obviously the old photochromic lens. I keep saying chromatic, which is not correct.
It's not grammatically correct.
No, the photochromic lens. The old one was 0 to 2 on the UV protection and tint scale. Now we've got a violet that does 1 to 3, a red that does 1 to 3, and the others. What are the others, Ben?
Silver and smoke.
Silver and smoke do 2 to 3, so they're like the extra dark ones. They still change, but they look extra dark.
Extra
right?
dark, yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
a special new colour.
That's a special
Oh,
new colour.
it's
Special new
Exclusive.
colour, which we'll not talk about because you need to go to the website, which is melonoptics.com, where you can find more information. And you can even pre-order and get a free lens cleaning kit on us. We're paying for them. So
I didn't realise that. Don't get the lens clean.
do a pre-order.
No, do it. Do a pre-order. Yeah.
Do a pre-order. Yeah, fantastic day. I mean, it's spring as well. It's so nice.
Spring has sprung.
It's changed everything.
A delight, isn't it?
Feels so much better outside.
I guess I just got back from Mexico, obviously. Mexico. But so did you.
Yeah.
And you, did you feel jet lag? Did you not have the amount of time over there to get used to it, I guess?
I was really jet lagged out there, so I was getting up at remember I was telling you, 2:30 in the
Yeah.
morning. But was trying to work still, which helped because then you're up when everyone else is up in the UK. But was so tired in the evenings. But what a trip.
Altitude as well, isn't it?
Loads of altitude there, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, jet lag and thin air. But hey, that's higher, that venue, than any World Cup downhill track.
Is it really?
Yeah, you think, I don't know, you kind of think of like small towns and cities as down low. and that World Cup downhill races would be up high. But no, this one's so tough.
It doesn't feel high. I think everything is so high.
You
Yeah.
must just...
Yeah, when they say sea level, what is it? Do you know? What is sea level? Where is it? Because surely it's different around the world, right?
What do you mean, like the waves?
No. Well, what does sea level mean?
I don't.
That's what I'm getting at. 'Cause
Yeah.
what is it, 2,500 metres? Which
Above.
means above sea level.
Yeah.
What's that? What is sea level? See what I'm getting
You're
at?
the man.
I do.
I'd imagine
You
it's
pick
just
up what I'm
zero.
putting down. Yeah, but where is it?
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Well
thank you.
presented.
Where the
Well, what?
where the land
Bantered.
is it? It's where the land
I'm
meets.
thinking-
I don't feel...
land meets the sea.
Yeah, but what I think what
that
you're trying
right?
to say, Davey, is it's like the sea. Is it always at the same distance from the like Earth's core? Like, is that what you mean?
Well,
No,
Or
it
is it the
depends
sea
on the moon
and the tide and stuff? I think it's like, but it's to do with air density, right? So it's the distance of you are above the sea is how much air there is, and therefore how thin it
Yeah.
would be where you are. I don't know.
It's
Right.
above my pay grade, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's where.
It would be cool to see that in a model, like where the
Yeah, well,
sea's
yeah,
moving.
where- yeah.
I've never seen that. Like, people at home won't see my hands necessarily, but it's not just a perfect sphere, is it? The sea's like being pulled and moved. But
Just
like
the slightest
by
bit.
5 meters.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's like that's the tide distance in Cornwall, isn't it? And
As
So it's
far as
not
I'm
loads in the
aware,
grand scheme
if
of
you
things.
think of the globe,
I'll find out.
there's the moon there. At this point, I could be wrong. It's always high, and obviously as the globe's
Yeah.
going round,
Oh, it is smooth actually.
So
I
it's
saw a video.
always-
If you ran your finger over the Earth with the actual peaks and troughs of like Everest and the Mariana Trench and things, you wouldn't be able to. The grooves in your fingerprint wouldn't detect the bumps. That's how.
is that
that's
how
how
flat?
like.
Is that how flat the Earth is?
That's how
I'd love
smooth
if Deaks was
the
a flat earther.
spherical nature of the Earth is. That's kind of interesting, right?
That
That's
is.
how like.
Just scale,
unimportant Everest is in the grand scheme of like the
Yeah.
circumference of the Earth. So maybe it is pretty smooth, Davey, and it
So-
is
well,
sea
sea
level,
level-
sea level, right?
Sea level
Love these chats.
is the average height of the ocean's surface used as a standard to measure elevation and depth on Earth.
So it's
it's
literally
an
where
average.
the sea meets the shore. Is this point sea level? It's like the.
It doesn't say that. Does it say that? Yeah. Okay, so there's a variation. While the ocean's
Well, no, it's
ocean's
just-
surface tends to seek the same level globally,
Yeah.
factors like tides, winds, currents, river discharge, and variations in gravity and temperature prevent it from being perfectly level. So you're roughly 2,500 feet elevation. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
Give or take
yeah.
5 foot, sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Got flashbacks to the Christmas quiz.
Of not knowing.
Horrible feeling.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Teach
On
yourself a
holiday
lesson.
next time.
Why? You were such a good Christmas quiz guest.
It was so hard.
But if you train, treat it like one of your boxing.
And get
Yeah, we'll
floored in the first 10
lose.
seconds.
Do some walking
Yeah.
music.
And lose and then talk about how much I like it.
The final countdown. Should we go to an ad break?
Yeah, we can do.
It was just a thought because
Well,
It's quite a lot of pizza.
Well, this ad break is for HipLok,
Yeah.
and we have an HipLok alumni,
Oh,
Mr. Ben the Deakin,
The
the
dream.
Deakinator. You've been on HipLok for ages. What?
for a while now, yes.
Couple of favourite products, mate.
So the new D1000, the anti-angle grinder thing.
Nice.
Lock.
Yep.
I've got one of those things. Put it to the test actually, and I can assure you it's a good piece of equipment. If you have got your bike locked in the garage, if you're going to town and you just want to lock your bike up, like you can believe that lock really does work. So
Nice.
that's one of them. And then the other one recently is the Z-Lock combo. So that would be a case of if you've got a helmet, just literally locking your helmet to
Is that
a
like the
bike.
cable tie one?
Literally like a large cable tie,
A
but
nice
way,
ones.
way stronger. Or even you're just nipping in for a coffee. You know, they don't claim to be bulletproof by any means, but just to stop the opportunist, it's like
Just
the
start
perfect.
slowing them down.
And it doesn't literally weigh a thing. You can literally run it in your as the name suggests, there's a hip lock. You can run it on your hip. You can have it on your bike, and yeah, just perfect.
We used them loads in Rampage, didn't we, on the pickup?
Did. With our tools. It was stop all the
super
various
useful.
people nicking our tools and things. So yeah, really good.
Nice. All right. To HipLok ad.
All right, let's talk about something serious. Bike theft. It's brutal. You put time, money and love into your bike and then one day, gone. And here's the worst part. 60% of bike thefts happen at home. Now, I've been using HipLok since they first started the original HipLok chain lock back in 2011. It was the first ever wearable bike lock, and I've had mine for years, but HipLok hasn't stopped innovating. They've gone next level with the 1000 series, and honestly, this is a game changer. The D1000 is the world's first anti-angle grinder bike lock. Now, if you don't know, angle grinders are how most bikes get stolen these days, because they cut through normal locks like butter. But this, it literally stops them. It uses graphene composite technology, has a square profile to defeat bolt croppers, and even features anti-rotation double locking tabs, which means if a thief wants to cut through it, they'd have to do it twice. Good luck with that. And they don't just stop at locks. HipLok also made the AX1000 anchor, so now you can bolt your own bike down at home, stopping thieves again in their tracks. Whether you've got an e-bike, a motorbike, a jet ski, or a bike you'd die for, this is the setup you need. Serious security for serious riders. We have an exclusive offer just for the TRC family. We'd like to offer a free Jaw Plus compact bike rack and Z-Lock combo security tie with a 1000 series purchase. That's with the exception of the BR1000 bracket. All you got to do is use the discount code The Ride Companion in caps at hiplok.com/The Ride Companion. Don't wait until you're posting stolen. Keep an eye out on Instagram. Get protected with HipLok. Back to the show.
Hell of an ad. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Amazing ad.
Hell of an ad break. So we talked about today. Covered that off.
Nicely.
Touched on Mexico briefly.
Great event.
Yeah.
You enjoy those, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never crashed at one.
Oh, you've
No wonder you enjoy it. That's sick.
So, like, probably not pushing that hard, but I wouldn't know how to. I don't know what the edge of grip is at those things. It's just bizarrely different, hey, Ollie? Everything's
I
like
mean,
a
I
lot of
can't
straight
really
line
talk,
speed, but I don't know how you go fast around corners on that stuff or downstairs. Still never worked that out.
But
I love the whole thing. It's super rushed. And that's the one I've done. Guanajuato is one that you actually get quite a lot of riding versus others, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's track, walk and practice on the same day, and then the next day is quali and race.
Yeah.
So everything's done in 2 days. At World Cup, it'd be 3 or 4.
But then I guess from a spectator's point of view, when do you go and ride stairs for a laugh?
Yeah.
That's what, from my understanding, that's what those boys do. If they like us going,
Like they
we're
have it
going
at
to
home.
the woods, they go to the streets.
For sure.
Mad.
What
Bike
changes did you
setup.
make to your bike? Like what have you picked up over the years, and how much has it changed from the first time you went and did one, which was what, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, that's the only one I've done. So
You went last year though.
yeah, so I've done
Yeah,
it
yeah.
three
Okay, yeah,
times.
yeah.
That's the only venue I've done. Sorry.
Got ya.
Track changes a little bit every year. I'd say it gets better every year, and I think you get muscle memory of the bits you've done before every year. So like you turn up and just focus on the bits that are new, similar to like the hardline events and stuff like that. So that's really cool because then the bits from previous years are like locked in your mind, and then you can focus on the new bits. So the track feels like it gets, to me, it feels like it gets easier. It isn't, because the features, like the consistent ones are similar to the last time. But the Ollie and the BSI team and do such a good job with it. And knowing that your mate's ridden the whole course when you turn up, you know?
Yeah.
On a much shorter travel bike than a lot of us are racing on, so confidence inspiring. And you walk the track with us, don't you, Ollie, and your team, and everyone's saying, "Hey, Ollie, like, how does this work? Can we see a video of it?" And like, you get to see, right, that's how that works. So you stood on the jump, and then you get to watch someone that you trust do it on a phone. You're like, okay, he literally did it yesterday, so now we've got to do it later.
Yeah.
That's a much, much different story to, okay, right, what does the radius of that kicker look like? When may have I ridden something like that before? what was the distance compared to this? How fast might I have to go? Do I need to stand here all of practice and wait to watch someone do it? Because that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So in a short timing window of practice, you're saving so much time just seeing it beforehand. You can just focus on doing a full run, hopefully first practice run. So that's sick. And then bike setup, wildly different to like off-road stuff. I think I run like perhaps just under 90 psi in Fox 40s typically, and I put 130 in there or just over. Now in hindsight that was too stiff,
Okay.
but if you watch videos of your bike going downstairs, the forks, each step you hit, your fork compresses, and because they come so thick and fast, they don't get time to recover, so you get something called packing down, which a lot of people can visualize that, but every step you go the fork drops, doesn't recover, so they just drop until you're almost out of travel. So your bike loses all its geometry. But what that does is makes your head angle goes really steep because your forks are diving. And that's like having your brake on, because each step's like pushing on your bike at 90 degrees because you haven't got that raked out fork angle. So you're just slowing down all the time. So having a crazy stiff front end and rear end like holds the front of the bike up, and you roll over all the steps. And the difference is substantial, like on rolling speed. Where you lose is in big corner compressions, the back of the bike will sink and the front stays up. So we talk about like feeling like you're on a Harley Davidson. So it's harder to push into your bike with balance. And then the other thing is turning. You've got less weight on your front wheel because you're squatted at the back. Your weight's transferred to the back of the bike, so it's hard to weight the front tyre and turn down stairs and things. So yeah, you change the bike massively to overcome just the completely different characteristics that you experience on those sort of tracks. But
Do you
I think I
notice the
did it
same?
too much, basically.
Sorry to interrupt.
But I was on a full downhill bike. The first time I ever went there, I was on a propane spin drift, which is 180, still a decent sized bike. And didn't feel like enough. Second year downhill bike, perfect. So chose the downhill bike again. But I think I went a bit too stiff this time. But yeah,
But I guess the thing is you ain't got enough time to
adjust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got a setup and you kind of
arrive with it.
stuck with it.
A lot of guys had that problem. George Brannigan came from New Zealand, hadn't done one of these before. Instantly, first run, my bike's too soft. He's got coil shock, so you can't adjust that with air pressure. Hasn't got another coil, hasn't got the time to source one. Can't stiffen his forks to balance that because it will just unbalance the whole bike. So he's like, well, I've got to run what I brung. You know, that's really tough. Another race is like all the teams there, spare bikes, different setups. There's a big learning curve, but there's so much momentum behind that sort of event now. Red Bull do an incredible job with it. Obviously having Warner as commentary, having really cool tracks, they can position cameras wherever they want because there's just rooftops everywhere. You know, they're not like having to build great big platforms to put big cameras there. They can just cover the whole track. You don't miss a single meter of it, and I think they're so exciting, those races, and they're here to stay.
Yeah.
Was it quite kind of cool having not being the new guy? Like you had people turn up from the world of downhill World Cups, and which is where you've also come from, and then not being the new guy.
Yeah,
seeing
definitely.
them kind of experience it all for the first time.
Yeah, I think so. And it's a shame that it's not really accessible to ride a course like that. How fun would it be if a bunch of us as friends went to do that course? There's like the wall rides, big doubles at the end, but you just can't practice it.
I nod my head. I've never ridden one. I've never ridden a lap ever.
But you have ridden
Always
everything.
sections.
I've ridden everything on the entire course, but I've never ridden a whole lap, so I can't I can obviously picture what it's like, but until you actually do it.
Yeah. Don't get any arm pump at that one, and I struggle with arm pump normally, which is interesting, right? You think those stairs and things, but with the stiff fork, I think a lot of your bike flex deals with some of those juttery steps. You still feel it and your eyes shake, but it's not that boom, boom, like press ups on your bars thing.
Yeah.
It's just...
Last year I had my forks so soft because I was worried about my hands coming off.
Oh, man.
Because I'd just broken 8 weeks before I'd broken my hand and my arm. So I had my fork so soft.
Oh, I remember,
And it was
actually.
the first experience of like full on, you know, like where your suspension packs down to the point where it's just,
Yeah.
Oh.
it's just bottom on bottom. It's like a gut punch, isn't it? It really like slows you.
Yeah.
Those top steps really like I found super difficult.
They're tough, those top ones. They're so irregular. So
Yeah.
they don't just, they're big one, small one, massive one, little one. But a
Cardboard
packed
box.
down fork feels worse than no fork, doesn't it? Because at least if they're rock hard and not moving, then your bike's in its
got to give.
correct geometry.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's packed down, like your feet are close to the floor, your head angle's divey.
Yeah, totally, yeah. And like your rear suspension doesn't do it at the same rate as the front necessarily. Like mine didn't anyway last year.
Yeah.
I really noticed it, yeah. I can't say I noticed it before on like normal biking.
Do you look at other people's bikes and you see, oh, that guy's got it right from where you stand and watch and all the experience you've got of being there and stuff?
Yeah, honestly, everyone's so fast. Like if you get invited, you're so fast,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So you're watching from track side, which isn't something that you normally do. Fastest riders in the world, you know.
Mm.
Like I don't really ever even stand and watch you ride past or you ride past because I'm riding with you. So when you actually see one of your mates go past, they're hauling down. I mean, you do see small things. I never know. I don't really quite trust my vision. Camillo looked very quick, but then Camillo was on a short travel, and short travel always looks a bit more crazy. And
Crazy.
I mean, he's won there before, but so you do. I definitely notice little things. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got their bikes approximately set up, but
Are they the only things you went with?
I also went with double down tyres, which for Maxxis are the one below full downhill in terms of casing thickness,
Right.
because you're hitting everything square there. I can't think on that whole track or any of those street racing tracks really, where you are just hitting like one rim wall rather than both. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think the tyre has to deal with everything pretty perpendicular to the direction you're going in. So, and you have to run the tyres so hard anyway that I just thought I'll save a bit of weight and have better rolling speed.
what
Because
pressure?
you don't actually see pinch flats or flats really, do you?
No.
So yeah, just went lighter tyres, which was cool, and was probably like 38 in the back and just over 30 in the front.
38 in the back, over 30 in the front.
Yeah, or maybe slightly harder actually when it's sat in the sun all day up there.
Yeah,
What are
true.
you on a DJ bike?
On
Out of
my 150, I'm like 35 in the back, 30 in the front, probably.
So I was
Yeah.
harder. Yeah.
Oh, you mean on a dirt jump bike
Yeah,
for
yeah.
riding actual
Oh.
dirt jumps?
That's like 80.
Oh, on a dirt jump
Yeah,
bike?
like 80
60.
PS.
Sorry, I thought you were just referring to my bike as like a...
No,
Small
like you're
length.
like a.
Yeah, I run 60 on the back and 50 on the front on my dirt jump bike.
Wow, interesting.
Mm.
There you
Hard.
go. That's all I can bring to the table. Thank
Yeah.
you, chaps, for enlightening me.
Deeks, let's hear your... Would you ever like to do a street race?
You've told me about this before. I think the lack of practice scares me.
Yeah.
Like I've actually done a street race. I did that one in France, and I saw a few crashes. And it's not like, I don't know, because on like a mountain you're going pretty fast, but I guess in your head you can like roll away and you won't have a curbstone whacking you in the head. You just sort of see a tree or whatever. I don't know. It's just sort of
You'd be
inbuilt
awesome
on what
at
you.
it. You'd be good, dude.
It's just
The
inbuilt
track
on what
walk's
you
the
know.
horrible thing. Just what you mentioned there, the curbstones and stuff. When you walk the track, you see everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And
Stuff that's never going to come near you, but you just see it and you're like, well, I could.
It's
hit
weird
that.
because I was chatting to Win about this literally the other day, and he said theoretically it's safer because everything generally stays the same. Like you imagine riding a downhill World Cup, for instance, like you end up doing your seeding run, and
That's
then
so true, yeah.
in 2 hours time when you do your race run, you've got extra ruts you didn't know were there. There's rocks that are in the way or whatever. At least with this, you know that set of stairs is going to be that set of stairs. Okay, you've probably got a dog running out in front of you or whatever, but other than that, it seems a bit safer.
That's true.
But-
I've not thought about it like that. But that does make
I
sense.
mean, it always amazes me when you watch the top boys at a World Cup downhill. How is it the fastest bloke down the hill generally is riding the worst conditioned track? It's
Yeah, it's
actually
true,
nuts.
yeah.
Mm,
Anyway,
because it deteriorates so much.
yeah.
Yeah, Saturday morning race day, you get up knowing that the track is identical to the last run you did the night before.
And even the jumps. 'Cause
Yeah,
the jumps
yeah.
are all...
Yeah, you said that you were like not that hyped to practice more because you're like, what's the point? I don't learn anything, or
Yeah.
I'm just
Once
doing
you
the same
wake
track.
up and get some adrenaline through you, you're like, right.
You're ready.
Yeah.
Quite a few of the guys just do one in the morning. Yeah.
I'm guessing the top boys, what's his name again on the intense? I'm guessing he
Wempfer.
does loads. I can just imagine he does loads and loads because he loves it.
They like sprint out of the start on run one.
It's
Don't they, Ollie?
really shocking. Yeah, I'd say that's the most obvious difference. They only do race runs seemingly the whole time, don't they?
Yeah. And I was shocked the first year, and it really intimidated me. It made me feel so slow. But I think going slow downstairs is a waste of time because your whole bike behaves so differently.
Yeah.
And it is the same for normal stuff, but like on a World Cup track, for example, there is a lot of stuff between the rough bits, so you can chill and like,
Yeah.
let's just try that jump, and then I'll build a bit of speed, and let's plot my way through this rock garden, and then I'll build a bit of speed. But if you're riding down a straight set of stairs slowly, what are you learning? You might as well just bomb down it and then know the speed for the next bit and the next bit. I don't know. It's eye-opening, and I can't do it. There was a gap out the first turn. Everyone just did it straight out the gate, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember I stood with you like, I don't think I can do it, Ollie.
I think it's possible.
The
Yeah,
thing that
I did
terrifies
say
me
that.
is it takes so long for me to like learn a track, and the idea of just cranking in and just remembering how long is it? 2 minutes,
Yeah.
give or take. Yeah, I mean that's 30 runs for me to try and figure it out
Yeah.
so I know where I'm going.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the bit that really would freak me out dropping into that. I'd be terrified of it.
Yeah, they're a lot easier to learn because you've got like 80 metres of road, you know, and all you need to know is
Yeah,
where to turn at the end of that road. Not many World Cup tracks, national tracks, downhill tracks, which haven't got something all of the time to focus on.
What were your bullet points for your race run? What were you thinking about? What were the like? I don't know how many bullet points you have. I tend to have like with anything. I try and keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah. Gears,
Yeah.
really trying to focus on shifting up the cassette into easier gears and not forgetting to do that on a race run.
Bernard's big on that. Have you
Yeah,
noticed that?
but he knows the number,
Yeah.
which I find fascinating. I just like know what I'll start in, and it's just up and down, But he counts them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he's like,
Oh, wow.
I'm in seventh there, whereas I just know that I'm in like
An easier gear.
similar to you. You just raced at the weekend.
Yeah, I did. We did this bit of a different vibe to the Mexican street race.
Why?
Well, it's a bit different, but anyway.
Where
What
was
do you
it?
think about
Don't-
gears, Deaks?
I'm like you. At the start, and if you've got like a horrible uphill or horrible unflowy turn, you just want to make sure you shift up before hitting that corner. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because
just
how
know
many
to shift
times over
rather
the
than-
years have you been stuck in like too hard a gear or even too easy? It's generally too hard a gear because of the
you can't
excitement.
get back? Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no, I should have been in an easier gear to pedal out of this or whatever.
Well, the gearbox bikes you can shift under load, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't tried that.
Was there any at that race?
Yeah.
Zeroed.
Yeah.
there's a road.
Holdwin on the podium.
There you go.
Belt drive on the podium.
Yeah, there you go.
Where do you-
Which I would have thought the drag would be a massive. I would have thought that would not benefit on that track. There,
I don't know.
I thought the
I'm
belt
not
was
sure,
going to be
dude.
a hindrance. Is what I'm
Really?
trying to say. Well, yeah, on that track, there's a big pedal. Yeah, it's obviously like there's bits that are gnarly enough to be on a downhill bike, but then the pedal is really brutal. Well, I mean, I don't even know. I've never done it in anger. What's the pedal like, Jono? Field
It's really hard.
2,500 meters.
It's tough. But you start it with quite little speed, so it feels like you've got to get going and then hold that
Well,
when
you're
you're
an
already
A-frame
knackered.
10.
When you're an A-frame 10, Deeks.
like the Mega.
That's a private joke, because every year Deeks and I have done the Mega Avalanche, which is many, many, many times. I'll lead out the start versus him, and he will pass me without fail every year, whether it's qualifying or finals. and he says that I'm shaped like an A-frame tent.
His head is so far over the front and his ass is up in the air. He's literally an A-frame tent.
And he just laughs coming past me. I think it's every year.
Yeah, okay.
You've probably done more races.
No, do you know
we
what?
talk about all these, like, we talk about,
You
like...
can't scroll to the bottom of his Roots and Rain.
No.
Mate, Bedecker actually brought this up the other day. We were in the uplift the other day at Bike Park Wales,
I
and
think
he's
you're
like,
second.
"No, I'm the top dog in front." He was like, "Yeah, Joe Smith's raced a lot," and then he looked at mine. He's like, "Mate, you've smashed him." I mean,
How many
it's
yours?
416 races or something silly.
You must have
You've
learnt
just-
something over all of that.
Yeah, it's like, why am I carrying on doing it? But every weekend, it's like, "Oh, do you fancy doing this race?" I'm like, yeah.
What would be your wisdom to get to, as someone who's done the most races, what would be, you must have, like, some tips for people.
Have fun. That is the number one thing. Is like, as cheesy as it is, the amount of moto dads you see now. It's like, little Johnny does not care. He's 8 years old. Let him have a laugh. Get to the bottom. If he's stoked, then go again. If little Johnny's getting to the bottom and you're shouting at him because he's messed a corner up or hasn't done a jump, I just think, oh, it's sad world we live in now.
That's such a good answer. I thought you were going to be like,
No, it's just like, just
put
have
some brake
fun.
pads in your goggle bag or something. You know what I mean? No, it's actually a really nice, wholesome
No,
answer. From
but
you.
then we had it harder growing up with the old. You think how bad the bikes were, and
Yeah.
then you'd literally look at our chain devices. You'd have to sort of spec them out, so they're like 0.2 of a mil either side of the chain, and yet it would still come off. And yet kids now have got their like clutch mechs and everything else. Just they haven't got to worry, you know.
Yeah.
And they've got brakes that work. That sounds like I'm going on a tangent.
What do
Yeah,
you think's kept
interesting.
you and your brother doing it for so long?
Biking.
Yeah. Because you've been doing it, you know, I mean, middle-aged, aren't we? So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, a while.
Middle-aged and John
I mean, I
Adams.
remember seeing you at forecast races, and that feels like so long ago.
It's just sick,
Yeah.
isn't it? It becomes so intertwined with your life.
We
A lot of your
your
best
parents weren't
memories
like that, were they?
are related to bikes.
They weren't pushy or anything like
No.
that. Just let you do your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Think of
I
how
don't
many
think so.
mates.
No,
That's
they
what I
weren't.
look at. Think how many mates
Yeah.
you've met because of it.
Well, exactly. Yeah, a lot of your best memories
Insane.
are biking. A lot of your best holidays are biking. A lot of best your friends are biking. Like, how can you stop?
That's
It'd
good.
have to be a big U-turn or explosion or
Yeah.
injury or I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's class, isn't it? I can't imagine a world without it.
That's lovely.
JONO Jones documentary 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all sinking deep into these chairs, aren't we?
It's been a long
Yeah.
day.
We said
We all
earlier they're
sit
just
up
a bit
together.
too chilled out. These like sofa and that.
This is
All
nice.
together
isn't
up?
it?
All together up.
Yeah, come on.
One,
Make
two,
noises.
three.
Reset.
Right.
This is a nice cadence for me, though. It's chill. That's lovely.
It is good. I was trying to think
Hanging
of a
out.
really of an intelligent way to segue onto Jono's game. Jono and Matt's game.
Could order another pizza. We can just segue there. It's exciting.
It's actually insane when you brought up like you boys as kids. I remember you as really young boys up at Chicksands and Woburn mainly, and now to think that you've got a game, a mountain biking game, it's pretty cool. It's quite an achievement.
Yeah.
Really sick.
It's credit to Matt. It's his venture for over a year, and I was fortunate enough to take the risk to go and help him with it. But he'd already been doing it for 9 months. There's so much to it. You'll have to get him on really to talk about the how
Yeah, I think. let
detailed and
Matt do a
in
deep
depth
dive.
this stuff is. Yeah. But we're close. We've finally teased it and then, like shown some gameplay footage, some clips of the world. It looks incredible. It plays really, really sick. Like we recently just got 3 computers in a room to do multiplayer together with some other guys that we're helping develop it, and it's just so fun. It's so fun. It's like the ultimate playground, and you can just do it whenever. So, yeah, so excited to actually release it because everyone could just ride together. It's dope.
I put a clip up the other day about you talking about leaving your banking job, and you were talking about banking and what it was that you'd left.
Yeah.
Basically, you've left behind. But what is it that you've gone to do? Like, what is your job at the new company? Because obviously we want Matt to do like a deep dive into it, but I think talking about your involvement is a good way to kind of just do both sides of this.
Yeah, and that's the last time I was here, right? Was saying I'd quit banking. I was doing something with Matt. A lot of people thought that was hellfare.
What's the most outlandish thing you saw that people thought it might be?
A lot of people thought we're building a bike park.
Right.
And there were rumours that we'd bought the Deakin, which is a huge hill in Telford.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which we haven't.
Yet. Depends how good the game goes.
And actually, I was like, God, I hope people aren't disappointed that we aren't building a real bike park. But like some of the little teasers we did was a little bit about that. Like if you could build anything on a mountain range, what would it be? And that's what we're able to do. Like we're building tracks and jumps and stuff to ride on a mountain range. It just isn't real life. But my role is, so we've got a team of developers, Third Kind Games, who are up in Leamington Spa, and they have the skill set to code all of this stuff, but we as mountain bikers are designing what the world should be and why and how the bike should work and how the rider should interact with the bike and how the different animations should look.
Yeah.
So Matt was doing all of that on his own for a long time and was doing it in secret, and I think it was taking over his life. I was really excited about what it all looked like, so can free him up a little bit to focus on YouTube and his other things. He's still up there every week, as am I. Go up sometimes together, but normally on different days. And then there's like the route to market, like how are we going to launch it? Which platforms are we going to launch it on? Who are we going to partner with? All things like that need working on. But there's so many layers to it. It'd be a discredit to Matt to talk in loads of detail about it because he'll be able to speak to you for hours about the headaches and the successes and the wins and things. So, but yeah, it's such a cool role. I actually haven't looked back. When you put that clip up, I saw a few people comment like, no wonder he quit. Do you know what I mean? But it was never like that. I actually really enjoyed my job, but this feels like a dream job, and the people behind it are really inspiring, and it's a sick team. I feel really, really lucky. I mean,
what was your first reaction when he said to you about this as an idea?
Sick question, Deaks. I feel like it was already quite in motion, actually, because...
Like, do you just think it was Matt with a crazy idea, it will never happen?
He's always going to make a success out of stuff, but the how good it all looks is like so cool. And Deaks, you came to an event we did towards the end of last year, right?
Yeah.
And where we invited a few people to play the demo that we had at the time. And it was fun, wasn't it? It had leaderboards up and everything. And you think we're like 6 months on from there now. Yeah, it's wicked. It's really, really cool. The dream is it just brings everyone together and they love it and they can have their own sort of mountain biking career in a virtual world with all their mates. That's a pretty sick dream, hey?
This might be a shitty question. You don't have to answer it. But like, you've left banking, which is a career.
Yeah.
Is this a career or is it a thing that you'll do?
Like a project.
Yeah, basically is what I'm trying to say, yeah. I felt really interviewy. I'm sorry.
No,
I love
no.
it. I love there's free interviewees now.
Yeah, no, I'm going to flip it back. The way it's making me buzz, and it's tough, like it's really hectic and busy, and you spend a lot of your time thinking, who do I have to talk to? How do I get this? Where can I find that? What should we do about this? Whereas my old job was just, right, I'm going to slave away on this Excel model for 3 weeks to get an output that is essentially a table full of numbers and write a load of words around it and present it.
Right.
Like that's quite, you could easily have a day at work without talking to anyone. Whereas now it's like I have to be talking to people to get things moving and done. So it's like it's something I haven't really experienced before. But to answer your question, I really, really love it. So I won't look for it to end anytime soon.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's I'm stoked it came along. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's because I saw. We'll just let Matt do it. I don't want to like say something I shouldn't. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw that he posted on his LinkedIn or something about the business, and it was about doing more around action sports.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of how he worded it, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
Whether it, and I guess that's kind of like what I meant. Is it? Will there be like more in different markets for you to have a crack at as well?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna. I think it's hopefully gonna be the start of something big.
Rad.
To stay glued to.
Yeah.
Kept doors open at the old job. It'd be awesome to go back and do it, but I'm happy with what we're doing now, and
That's
hopefully
sick.
it's got loads of longevity and we can grow and do more and tap into new things, like you said. But yeah, we'll let Matt talk about the big picture and the big plans, because he took the big risk and he gave me the opportunity to come and help, and I'm stoked.
And
he
a
did.
new Ferrari that you've pulled up in.
Yeah, still in the transit, but
Super exciting, dude.
it is, and it's sick
Super
working
exciting.
with
And
your
good for the
twin.
sport as well. Like, I know that sounds corny,
Yeah,
but look what Tony Hawk's did for skating. You know, look
Yep.
what Dave Mirra BMX did for BMX, and how many
Absolutely,
people
yeah.
it can introduce
And
to
the
a
fact that you're
sport.
still talking about, 25 odd years.
Mate, I
Exactly.
still listen to Dave
'Cause we
Mirra's
had-
playlist, like the Dave Mirra
Yeah.
Freestyle BMX playlist. It was so influential on me when I was young. I'm obsessed with with
Yeah.
it still. I loved it.
yeah, for sure. And Matt really is creating this game. Like, it's sitting with these people for hours and hours and hours saying, right, let's work this steering sensitivity out. Let's change the shape of that rock. Let's make that rideable. The suspension needs tuning, like everything. Because these people have the skill set to translate what you're saying into a functional game.
Like gameplay,
but
yeah.
They still need the person to make that statement so they know what to do.
Mm,
You know, we're like, oh, just put scrubs in. They're like, oh, right, okay, yeah, actually, so here's some like resources and some references, and this is what it means, and this is what a good one looks like. And this is
Yeah.
how it should differ on different takeoff. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
If you take your mountain biking knowledge out of your mind and you have a skill set of making a stickman move, great, but without the information to know exactly how it should look, and we're going to be the biggest critics, right?
Yeah,
The biking world, because it
Yeah.
needs to reflect true, authentic riding.
totally.
So it's such a team act from the sport expert, Matt, with the gaming experts.
It's
of
so
third
interesting
kind
because
games.
I guess we've probably all had experiences of getting a game to do with the sport you love. So for me, it would have been motocross when
Yeah.
I was younger, and you instantly play it and you're just like, that's not it.
Yeah.
They've missed it. It's obviously not been. They've not fed back the information of how this all works. 'cause
Totally,
it's
yeah.
just not it. But then there was some that came along and it was perfect. You know,
Yeah.
that's the one that kind of works.
Motocross Madness, you could do a good whip, like an actual whip.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
do you
have that
remember
one.
Motocross Madness?
Mm.
Yeah.
MX
That was,
versus
that was
ATV was
PC.
me.
I remember. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But there's not been a mountain bike game for a long time, huh?
It was downhill
No.
domination with water, wasn't
One
it?
on the
right,
front,
yeah.
Mad.
Ages.
And what a game it was.
What
The
game
fact
it
we're
was.
still talking about it.
PS1.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully everyone's going to love it. I love playing it, and we've still got more to come. So
Rad.
yeah,
Super exciting.
really exciting.
Yeah, dude.
MAVRIX.
Who
Cool
came up with the
innit?
name?
Matt did. Yeah.
Nice. What's it mean?
Can you spell it?
Well, that's Matt.
Yeah. I don't know. I just heard it. I was like, yo.
Spelling.
Nice. Should we go to an ad break?
Let's go to an
Mate, you know what time of year it is. Spring has sprung, and it means riding glasses.
That's right. And not any riding glasses either.
No, not just any, mate.
You want to protect your eyes, yes, from the dirt, yes, from the twigs, yes, from the rocks. But what else do you want to protect your eyes from?
The sunlight.
You're right. You got two sets on. I'm going to do two
Mate,
sets.
I'm double protected.
Something
know what I
about
mean?
sunglasses indoors is kind of,
Gangster.
isn't it?
If you want to look this cool,
Yeah.
then you know what I mean. Follow us. So yeah, Melon Optics have now made their Alley Cat and their
Kingpin. That's right.
glasses are now photochromic.
That's right.
And for layman's terms, mate, all right, because that's you know what I mean,
Yeah.
layman's terms, they adjust to the different changes of light. So they're going to go lighter and darker depending on what you're riding or where you are.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there either.
No.
These have got the Revo coating, so you can't see in my eyes. You don't know how much protection I have. And I could have any number of protection. It goes from like basically the tint or the UV protection can go from any number of kind of categories all the way up to 3.
Nice.
And you wouldn't be able to tell any difference from the outside.
Mate, so if you want to get yourself a pair of Kingpins or some Alley Cats in the new photochromic, then they're now open for pre-order on the melonoptics.com website, okay?
Yeah.
If you punch in the code, the Ride Companion, you're going to get a free lens cleaning kit on us.
So good.
Yes.
Is that the code that you just mentioned? Is that the Ride Companion?
The Ride Companion.
Capitals?
Capitals.
Capitals.
Why not? Capitals,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So head there, get yourself some sunglasses. Look this cool.
Can
This
you?
cool.
Yeah, I touched the lenses when I was trying to explain it, and I actually need the lens cleaning kit. So can we get an order in quick?
Yeah,
'Cause
let's
I need
get an
to-
order in quick,
All right,
dude.
let's do it now. Let's wrap this up. Thanks, Melon.
Thank you, Melon. If you press that button that says start,
Okay, so
hit that.
right. Ooh, okay. To audio, to someone listening, this might not be clear, but I currently have a giant COMPEX boot.
They're called
on.
the Air Boot. They're a recovery boot.
Okay, amazing.
So-
And we're just firing them up, and we just.
Can you feel it?
I can indeed. It's
expand?
first on my foot.
Yeah. So it's got 4 different chambers,
Yeah.
which basically contract. And what's the opposite of contract? Deflate?
Contract and.
Deflate, right? Yeah. And basically it promotes blood flow.
Okay,
So
nice.
I've been riding way more these days.
So it's
And
like a massage.
It's like a massage, mate. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I call it e-bike legs. Legs are tired after a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put these on, I get on the sofa, and I'm honestly couldn't be more stoked with this product. I absolutely love them.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Real nice feeling, yeah. You can probably hear them. You just basically, it's controlled by this little battery pack on the side. So it's rechargeable, just like charging a phone. You just plug them in and charge them up.
Quite puts pressure through, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I've got them on the Max as well. I don't know
Yeah.
about that one, but yeah, this one's on the Max.
What's the Max C3?
No, that's the chamber. So C3 is your chamber, and then it should go to 120.
Okay.
And then C4 is going to be the one at the top. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that should go up to 120. It's
Wow,
max,
yeah.
basically. So it's a therapeutic product using intimate pneumatic compression. There you go. When exercising, the body builds up lactate level as a byproduct of muscle contraction. COMPEX Air uses a dynamic pulsing compression up the limbs in waves, which is what we're feeling, for the duration of its use, which helps promote quick healing. Sit back, power up the boots, and enjoy your recovery for up to 3 hours. And I think I've done a full battery cycle.
Have you?
Yeah, I
It's
did.
really good. I can completely see it. Yeah.
So nice.
It is. It's relaxing.
Yeah. So basically, it's good for just preventing sore muscles and treating
Okay.
sore muscles.
So it's like a massage.
It's basically a massage.
Your own personal masseuse.
Your own personal masseuse. So yeah, these are the COMPEX Air boots, and we have a one-time discount code for this product. All right. So,
That's so cool.
mate, well, I thought, right, I'm enjoying using these. No doubt our listeners and our viewers would also like to enjoy them. So I thought I'd contact them and be like, well, can you hook up a special code just for this product? Just so people can
Really?
try them. Yeah. So if you head to compex.com, enter the code TRC20,
Is that TRC 20?
this will give you 20% off the Air boots and the Fix Mini, which is the little
Yeah, it's great.
yeah, I love the Fix
Yeah,
Mini.
the Fix Mini's great.
I
yeah.
love the Mix Mini. So yeah, basically, COMPEX.com, enter the code TRC20. It's going to give you 20% off a pair of air boots, but it's only for a limited time. So from when this episode comes out, for 30 days. So
Nice.
you've got 30 days to bag them.
I'm really struggling to concentrate on this ad because I'm just inflating again and my legs are going into some kind of heaven-like state.
Again, I know I've banged on about it, but genuinely, I've been putting these on at night, sitting on the sofa, watching a show or whatever, and just falling asleep.
So
They send me to
nice.
sleep so quick.
Yeah.
Really nice, dude. Really, really nice. So yeah, big up COMPEX for sending these because they are life-changing. And I hope that our listeners and viewers enjoy that amazing offer, which is 20% off with code TRC20 at compex.com.
Amazing. Thanks, COMPEX.
Right, I'm going to sleep.
So I wanted to bring something up because it's come on my Instagram. Our very good mate, Chopper Fielder, has obviously gone to DarkFest. We can't talk about DarkFest in depth because we haven't got the tools to do that, and you've got real good guests coming on. But Chop literally brought it out the bag today, and he did it. I don't even know what it's called. The Superman seat grab one-hander thing. Like
I actually don't know what that's called. Superman.
Is it a rock solid?
I don't know, but Chop,
'cause
dude.
That's both hands.
I just wanted to publicly acknowledge Chop is the boss.
Chop is the boss.
There you go. That's
You're
all it
quite
was.
right. Chop is the boss.
Well done,
Deaks.
Chop.
Well done.
Takes something to go out there and do that.
As a 43-year-old dad of two who hasn't ridden a big jump in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gone out there and sent it.
Well, he's gone out there to film, and then he's just found himself.
He's
Oh, really?
automatic though. He is.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched the video of what that trick is, it's you essentially are ghosting the bike off the lip, aren't you?
Yeah.
But then catching the seat with one arm,
One arm. Yeah.
stretching out in a Superman with one arm on the bike, and then pulling it back under you. So it's like,
So
if you
cool.
didn't catch
It's
the
all
seat,
or
the
nothing.
bike's going to be
Literally all or
30 foot
nothing,
in front
isn't
of you, isn't
Yeah.
it? Just on your own up there.
Gnarly.
He's so dialed as well. When you watch him ride and when he does when he gets into it, it's so impressive, isn't it?
When you get him
Yeah.
into it,
yeah.
good old Chops.
Yeah.
And there's such timeless tricks. A lot of things are going so big and insane, and it's like double flip, and then it'll be triple flip and double like that is an old school trick that is timeless, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the crowd that gathered for him to do that was like,
So good.
whoa! And you won't see another one of them the
No.
whole of DarkFest.
True. I agree.
That's sick, isn't
Timeless
it?
trick. Yeah, it's a fair point,
Timeless.
dude. Timeless trick. I agree. I think with all of that stuff, sometimes it gets a bit, I don't know, you can't even fathom doing it.
Yeah,
Not that I can fathom doing that, but it's more relatable in a way
yeah.
than
You
going
can
upside down,
understand it a
spinny
bit
winny,
more,
bar,
yeah.
hands are, all, it's just like, what is it?
Definitely. Yeah.
But with that, you can just appreciate it a bit more.
You can
I think.
imagine how it feels.
Yeah,
Just,
the feeling of it, yeah.
Yeah,
just being Chopper Fielder. You've done all those joy rides. You've done all those things, and then
Showing the kids
43
who he
yeah.
is.
Think how far
Have
away
some
the
of that.
handlebars look when you're in that extension. Like they're the best part of like 5 foot from your eyes, aren't they? And you're
That's
like, I've got to
it.
get back on there.
That's what's cool about it, because it's Superman seat grab. You still have your hands on the bars. You can make it quite massive.
Massive.
But then there's like an added level of extension. You're even
Yeah.
further away. Like you have to hike the bike back in.
Yeah,
Mad,
like
that
climb
Big
back up it
Chop.
almost.
Big up Chop. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're out there, I think you've got to, and you have it in your tool belt. That's the place to do it,
Dude,
isn't
yeah,
it?
he's got so much in his tool belt.
The tool belt is pretty stacked.
Yeah, he's got
isn't it?
so much. Yeah.
You got to try and get it there. It's the place to be to do it, isn't it? Sick.
Well done, Chop.
Yeah, hype for DarkFest, me. I'm looking forward to watching it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
too right. Yeah.
Get Sam on as soon as he's back. Talk about it and stuff.
Absolutely.
Maybe you can
yeah.
get Tom back from his Florida trip
Oh,
and
no.
chat about holidays and stuff.
Gutted. Absolutely gutted. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
anyway.
cancel the holiday and go DarkFest, I think. I don't know. I think it was already in the calendar, wasn't it? He did say on here once. It was already locked in.
It was already locked in, wasn't it? It was a full family deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do we have on the list? We briefly discussed what we had on the list to talk about.
Well,
we
obviously
go.
today's antics. We obviously wanted to mention that, and we've mentioned that. We had a good time. and
Are we
that'll
talking
obviously be in
about
the
your
video.
trip? away.
My trip, we can briefly touch on my trip. I like what you've done there.
Can you give us an overview of
Well,
your trip? You got the option. You don't have to.
Yeah, let me briefly talk about it. So we come into a bit more depth later on, but obviously, as you know, last year or 2 years ago, I came on your episode to mention the BDK 200.
BDK 200. How can we forget?
Well, obviously, one very well-known person that everyone here knows decided to take me up on that offer, and he ended up going to Turkey and sorting his hair out, and that is Mr. Rob Warner. But I almost don't want to tell Rob's story. I'm sure Rob will tell his own, but I can assure you by summer he will be looking at rather different to how he did last year.
Deaks, I'm blown away by how many people have gone and used your code. Like, out of even just my friendship group, there has been so many. It bothers so many blokes. And
It is nuts because you think as guys, oh, you don't need her, but whatever. And actually, the amount of people genuinely that have used the code and come back going, dude, I'm so pleased that you spoke up about it.
Has everybody contacted you? Sorry, Jono. Has everyone contacted you to say I've used your code, or are a lot of people using it and just sort of just doing
some people genuinely think it was just a sponsored thing. They're like, oh, whatever, mate. And then I've had other people who are like, genuinely, like, I'm looking at getting it done. Can you tell me the ins and the outs? And I'll tell him 100% the truth about everything.
Yeah. Which is why you made the video.
Exactly why I made the video. I just thought I'd be crystal clear. This is the experience that I had with it, and obviously I don't need to wear a hat.
Mate, your hair's
look at the locks, dude. Look at the locks.
It's trick.
But yeah, it's quite interesting seeing the amount of people that have been like, dude, I thought it was like a bit of a wind-up, which let's be honest, it was a wind-up, hence why Ollie got a jet ski and I got a hair transplant. But the difference is his jet ski's rotting away and my hair's just flourishing, dude. Yeah, so it's actually been cool to see the amount of people that have messaged me about, I'm looking at getting it done. Is it legit? And I've told them all the ins and outs, and I think you're probably going to see way more of it from Rob probably after summer when it all starts coming on through, But that's Rob's story to tell, even though he's put it to the world anyway.
He came on the podcast the day before he left, I think, didn't he? And I feel like he didn't really know what he was getting himself
He
into.
definitely didn't, because he booked a theatre to show his movies in Guildford.
Yeah.
And went to it.
The day after.
When he got back.
The day
he got back. So he had just, there's no
He
way you
still had
can
a
hide it. You
bandage
can't
on.
put a hat on.
Yeah.
He's on stage. It was so funny. He had the Turkish national anthem playing as he entered the stage.
What a guy.
Is it true what they say about like the plane coming back? It's just full of
yeah.
head bandages.
Full of head bandages, women with like nose jobs.
Is there anything else you'd get?
Oh, mate, the company that did me, they were honestly like, obviously, I'm being crystal clear. I do get a little bit of kickback, and it's quite good. And they said to me, "Do I want to cash it in for dental work?" Oh no! I'm all right. I'm all right for dental work. Thank you ever so much. So I'll just leave a brown envelope instead. Sorry, bank transfer through the tax man. Yeah.
What else?
Mate, you can honestly go out there. The thing is, it's gnarly because you go to Turkey, but actually they are the professionals in a lot of that for a field, because they're like a conveyor belt. They just see so many different people going for all the medical procedures. And, our country is like go to Harley Street, get this, that and the other, but the prices are mental. And realistically, you look at the amount of surgery work those doctors actually do. It's not all that,
Deaks, as an experienced racer, would it benefit you to have more intake, perhaps a second nose?
Well, you'd know looking at the old...
I've got good intake on me. I have got good intake on me.
I forget we're on the podcast. And I was like, oh no, back pedal.
Would you consider any kind of sort of like mods that would affect your racing?
No, if you're breathing that hard, you're breathing through the other hole.
What if they told you they could just drill out your sinuses and it would give
right,
you
mate. I think
extra 10% oxygen?
No, I'm happy with that. Well, of which, last year we looked at the what's it called, watching and listening, and we said have a look at the Black Alien project. Do you remember that? The moment, and you look at.
I wonder where this is a great time to revisit it.
You think about all the medical problems he's going to have later on in life, dude.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Oh, it's gnarly. So for all the all the listeners in general, it's basically a bloke who's tattooed everywhere. He's made himself look like an alien. He's split his tongue in two, taken off his nose, 3 fingers. You know what I'm on about.
Have you seen it?
Oh,
seen
mate,
it.
it's the craziest.
It is really is quite something.
He makes an
It's a
absolute
strange
killing.
vendetta, isn't it? Like against you. Is that the right word?
Against
It's just
your,
like
your own self.
Yeah,
this quest to.
it's full commitment, isn't it? You can't go back from that, really. Once you've
Nose
lopped a finger or two off,
He,
it's
he
you know.
currently okay. So
have
do you
to do
remember?
that.
Sorry, Davey. Sorry.
No,
Do you remember what percentage you was at last time we looked?
there was a percentage of alien
He gives a percentage of how happy he is with his
life.
current
2%.
condition. No, he's currently at 66%, and I tell you what,
Really?
I can't see much else that you can crack on with.
Nuts,
Wow.
The fingers was a really
Fingers,
interesting.
Wow.
choice.
Wow.
I think in his eye, he's tattooed his eyes, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's tattooed his eyes now.
Wow. Maybe
What nationality is he?
French, I think. Thomas Lemoyne knows him or did a video with him.
Oh, that's
Maybe you
that's-
could get him on the
music video.
podcast. I don't know, mate.
That'd be
is he-
great to get him on a podcast, wouldn't it?
What would your first question be?
Got any
Why?
tattoos?
Tattoo tour.
I mean, I don't know what I'd even ask him. I think I'd just ask him about his childhood.
Favorite
Is that really
toothpaste?
bad? I just want to know how you get to this point where you want to do this much stuff. Obviously, it's a serious passion. I'm not in a. I'm just interested.
I'd like to know what 100% looks like. If he's
Yeah,
not
what does
there.
he wanna
What,
do?
so he said what? That he's on 70%.
Yeah, 66.
Does he have to be
Wow.
out in space? Is that the last step?
It probably is, isn't it?
Just shoot
then
him
that's-
into
yeah.
space.
Gets the
And
last
that's the end of him.
procedure done and just get shot up.
Wow.
Cheers.
He definitely he makes him coin
100.
from looking how he looks, though.
Do you reckon he does? Yeah.
Yeah. Think how many people want him in these weird and wacky. Here's another one. Just thinking of that, my mate lost a leg in Afghanistan. Not quite the same, but he gets used all the time in casting roles for like Casualty and stuff to be a genuine person on the floor that's been hit by a car and stuff.
Does he really?
He loves it. Yeah. Yeah, it's mad. Anyway.
Did he have to like put himself on a list?
Yeah, he goes for an agency or
Right.
something, and they're like, "Yeah, we're looking for a double amputee this week,"
Oh
and
my
then sure
goodness.
enough, that'd be it. Yeah,
He's in.
yeah, mad.
Not many other people probably for the
No,
job.
no.
Have you watched anything good recently?
Oh, I've started Yellowstone.
Oh, I need to do that.
People just went on and on about it.
And what would you
Yeah.
say at this point? How many episodes in are you?
I'm on a decent way through season 2, maybe even
Oh, wow.
at the end of season 2, and love it.
Do you listen to country music when you drive now?
No, it doesn't feel like there's loads on there. It's not like really
Wow.
noticeable.
Okay.
It's not. I don't feel like it's got me into it. Actually, good question.
Got any cowboy
'Cause it
boots?
is on there. Nah,
Heels.
always. But
Stetson?
before. It's really good.
Yeah, I need to do it.
Yeah,
Kind of worried by series as don't know how to say it. Series as
worried.
yeah, I get addicted. Like
Well, that's
So-
the point.
yeah, I know, but then
It's a nice addiction, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? 'Cause it's got an end point.
Yeah,
We'd like to hope
Yeah.
so.
I get really intimidated when it's like there's 8 series,
Yeah, that I wouldn't.
24 episodes per series. I'm just like,
I wouldn't touch that.
there's no point.
No,
Yeah, but are you going to be watching something anyway?
nah, not really. No,
right.
no.
So that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like the
That it
time warp
hoovers
that
you
you
up.
end up in. You know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're not going outside because you're too addicted to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of my thing with it. I really try and steer away from those things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to watch Yellowstone though. That's one. I'm a bit
Yeah,
of a
it's
country
trick.
music fan, so it's kind of like
Okay.
I just want to see it for that.
Yeah.
Nashville as well.
They're all tough.
Have you ever watched Nashville?
No, I'd love to go there.
Yeah, me too. I'd like to go. My brother's going tomorrow.
Mm.
Really jealous. You don't know him or anything, but he is going.
But we know Nashville.
Is it worth mentioning your trip, or is that done now? Slovenia.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Have we got any spaces left? We don't, do we?
Okay,
might
well,
be
if
a
you
couple,
don't,
yeah.
we can talk
Have
about
we?
my Morsey one
Yeah,
if
because
you
he's
want.
put a second trailer on. Might be a couple of spaces left, but yeah,
Second trailer. We got more spaces.
yeah, a few, a couple.
So
maybe,
what is it?
maybe two. Ollie and I, for the first ever Goodyear Tyres Magical Mystery Tour, Ollie planned a secret trip with Nick from Goodyear, and I turned up at the airport basically not knowing where we were going.
You actually didn't either,
no,
did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, and you
And,
flew back off holiday to go. Was that one?
Oh yeah, correct. Yeah, I came back from a holiday with my
Dubai.
girlfriend early.
Something,
yeah.
yeah.
To go on this mystery trip, and we were laughing while we were away, being like, imagine I go back and it's like, I'm just going to name a UK town name, but you can't really offend someone who lives there.
That's what
Bognor, you were going to name, weren't you?
No, I love it there.
Banging, isn't it?
Godalming. And off we went to Slovenia for what was just the best week. So,
Oh, it's fantastic, wasn't it?
yeah, action-packed, full of all sorts. And then Ollie and I thought, we want to do this again. We want to give other people the opportunity to do exactly like for like, day by day, the same trip that we did. And from the 4th of 11th to the 11th of May, we'll do exactly that. And Deaks is coming.
Deaks is coming.
It's the
Been
crew.
bullied into it.
So good.
No, buzzing for it.
So a couple of spaces left, yeah.
And then when
Come
you get
with
back
the
from
three
that,
of
you can
us.
join me in Morzine from mid-July or June.
yeah.
you're
I'll
doing
have
a
to
trip
go.
as well,
Yeah, I've
yeah.
got a trip to Morzine, mate. All
Well up for
inclusive.
that. The oi oi.
The
Can I
oi
come?
camp.
Oi oi camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Can me and Ollie come to that? Return the favour.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'd love you to come to that. I'd actually really like Ollie to come to Morzine and see Morzine for what it is, rather than
Please,
just
let's.
Crankworks or whatever.
Have you not been there for like a Morzine trip properly?
I
For-
have.
in
Actually,
many
you went on a
years, though?
stag. You went on a stag do, actually, didn't you? Yeah, you
yeah.
did see it for what it is.
Yeah.
When?
But I'd like to go again.
Yeah, please.
When was that you went?
Last year.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. On a downhill bike as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Pretty necessary, isn't it?
Yeah. They moved, don't they, those things up there. Holy.
Mad.
Yeah. But I'd be well up for coming on the
All right, there we go
Deaks
then,
trip,
sorted.
the oi oi
That's-
trip. You're doing yours is like coaching and stuff, isn't it? I don't think.
No, mine's more of a social. Basically, the guys that do choose to come on it, they have got an option to do coaching with official coaches out there.
Not
And
you.
then- no. Because France is really weird with the qualifications. Like, if you're qualified to coach, you've got to be French or you've got to have a French qualification.
Right, got you.
So for me, it's just good times, mate. Talk about bikes, lad stuff. No, yeah.
Just oi-oing
Just
around.
oi-oing
Wee
around.
weeing.
Yeah.
Wee
Wee-weeing.
wing. With and of course you get a free DMR Oi Oi saddle when you sign up as well. Look,
Pre-used.
pre-used if you wanted, or a brand new box fresh one, up to you.
Nice.
Yeah, like it.
It's nice that you give that choice.
Yeah, mate.
Do you know, we need to talk actually about the goodie bags that we actually need to work on goodie bags.
Well, you can get from
Don't
duty
we?
free. Duty free at the airport.
I've completely forgotten about this. Probably not time to bring it up now, but
Yeah, true. Work
Exactly.
to do.
sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this has been a blast, hasn't it?
It's been lovely.
Sorry for the slightly low energy, but it's been a long day.
I think it's been quite high.
It'd be cool to see the video. It all makes sense when we see
Yeah.
the melon video.
It will, which will be out.
4 melons meloning around with their new melon lenses.
Do you know, we've banged on about all these trips that we've got. Melon have actually got a jam on the 19th of this month at Windhill Bike Park as well.
Oh,
There you go.
19th of April.
And the tickets are really nearly sold out, so that's worth mentioning anyway, isn't it?
And you're going to that, Ollie?
Easter jam. I don't know. I don't have my calendar, Deaks. I'm much like you. Paper calendar.
Day by
guy.
day, dude.
Day by day.
Yeah.
So present. I'm such a present guy. Yeah.
It's a present.
It's a present.
It's a present.
Big thanks for joining us.
Thank
been
you very
nice.
much for having us,
Fun
guys.
day, long day.
Yeah, it's been a good one, hasn't it? Cheers for pizza as well.
Yeah, thanks for pizza, John. I appreciate
Well
that.
done, Jono.
It's all right.
Thanks for coming to
I
hang
wasn't
out.
planning on sharing any of it. No, been good. As always, guys. Thank you.
And thank you, Ben. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Doug and Naomi. And
Thanks
thanks
for,
to the listener for sitting through it and joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, thanks all round. Yeah. Peace and love.
Like and subscribe.
Oi, oi.
Mate, what an episode.
Brilliant. I thought you were really great, Davey.
Mate, and I thought you were even better.
Thanks, dude.
Better
Thanks,
than
dude.
normal.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, how about we tell our lovely podcast community to hit subscribe here.
Yeah.
Click on the video on Ollie's face.
That's right.
Click on the video on my face.
Yeah.
And follow us at The Ride Companion on Instagram.
They can like and comment as well.
Please do.
I'm going to try and get this energy and I'm going to bring it into next week.
Let's fast forward to next week's episode.
Done.